Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of We the People as Sweden. We have been in peace for a while now, actually a long while now, but we have been definitely expanding. We're still quite a bit behind in terms of the industrialization, at least. We may need to work on that quite a bit, but at least population-wise, we're not necessarily the... I don't know. The biggest one is one of the natives, which has 7% of the world population. We have nearly 4%, which, you know, it's not huge, but it's okay, and we are definitely growing. I have gone through between the episodes here to just fund some of the constructions, spend a decent bit of the money. Not everything, but a decent bit of things have been sorted out here, so we won't be wasting too much time on that right now. And let's actually get to the next round, shall we? Right, there's some animals, and right, there's also a slave still to the north. Actually, we should probably go and take care of that. Right, so we've got textile in Fort Dad. Ooh, we could build the newspaper. We don't have the clay or the stone for that right now, but we can probably sort that out soon enough. Or we could just spend money to build it. That's also a possibility. We are probably getting some of the tools right. Yeah, we're getting 8 per round, so that's not too bad. But that is, right, we've got the textile mill down here, which does give us a bit of extra production, I think. Oh yeah, we're getting 11 per round now. That's decent. Because we then need to start getting the logwood over here so that we can start dyeing the cloth and all that. To get the dyed cloth and then get the clothing. So there's several sort of stages to this production here. We might also need to get another elder statesman, really. At least somewhere down the line. But let's consider our options. Actually, can we get another level for the fur trader? Oh yeah, co-factory. So it won't actually use more necessarily. It doesn't allow us to produce more total, but like, we've got 1200 fur over here. Maybe we should actually go for the warehouse expansion because, yeah, the supply, all the issues over here are going to be a problem. Or, you know, the size of the stockpile is going to be a problem sooner or later. Ooh, we've got the lumber mill and something. Let's see. The city hall would be beneficial. We don't have the clay for that. We don't alternatively get the courthouse. We are getting 5 tools per round, so it's not too bad. It's not a massive amount either, but it's not too bad. I do actually wonder. So I suppose we could get the butchery, but that wouldn't really help us at all. We could get the granary, which would give us a bit more food, and also save up a bit more food after each growth. So that could... Oh, actually, we're going to get 1 in 2 rounds here. Maybe we build that one. We could spend some money to build it immediately, so that once we do get the growth here in 2 rounds, we'll have a bit more food available for the next level already. Then we've got the lumber mill in Fort Jody as well. Now here we're getting a bit of fur. I suppose it's mostly for the food right now. We do get a lot of pigs. There's no denying that. I suppose, did we didn't get... No, that's just butcher's house. We really should get the butcher or butchery in here. We've got the resources, except not the tools, but we'll get that sooner. So we'll get that underway. That's going to basically double the butchering that we're doing, which, I suppose, technically speaking, we're not using that much, no. Guess it's like 3.5, so 7 total. No, it's actually only 6. Oh, never mind. Well, it's going to go to 12, which does mean that we'll still have some production in here. I did also realize that in Taz we've got like 600 chicken already, so we might need to do something with that. Preferably, of course, butcher that into food, but that might not be the only option. Right, we've got the village courthouse. Do we have... We don't have stone here yet, although I believe we're making a quarry up there, so that could help. What can we get? Oh, right. So either peat or some ore. I think we're going to stick to the peat for now. Let's get the blacksmith actually in here. That's going to be very handy. And then town in the hills, we've got the storage house there. Oh, right. We could get a stable. Although I don't know if there's I mean, I suppose we could get like cattle or something like that in here, or sheep. And then use the stable for getting some extra growth there that way. But at the same time, I'm going to get the schoolhouse, actually. I'm still not doing the construction work there all that efficiently yet, but we'll eventually get to that. Right, in Mastani, we've got the village courthouse. Let's have a look at the options there. So we're currently getting a lot of cotton, which we're turning into cloth at least a little bit. Not necessarily massively, but a little bit. We could probably... Ooh, we need to get some health in here, I think. I mean, the butchers might be a decent option, but no, that's mostly food, to be fair, so that wouldn't really solve the issue. We do have the medical office in here, We just need to get some population in here to take on that job. And that's a bit of a problem. It's not too bad yet. We've still got the plus 10 in there, so we do get the 10% boost. I think we're going to build the butchery, actually, just to get the a bit of food growth, or growth in here, passively. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it's still going to be better than nothing. And then Port Halfman over here, we've got the village market. We could get the docks over there. Let's actually get the chapel first. Then we've got the village hall in Juanville. And let's get the... I guess we'll start with the tavern there. Oh, right, and we're doing a bit of sales over here. Oh, right, we're selling 200 pigs. That's a decent bit of money. I could get the prepared settler, actually, but that's going to be a bit expensive. It's not that we are short on cash, though. So perhaps we will buy that. Also get one of the servants over here. I think we can turn that into a soldier. Line infantry might be a bit expensive. We'll just get colonial militia right now. I think we're going to bring these to Spokomania. I actually have a bit of an idea where I want to settle next. Denmark wants gold. No. Some grapes to Port Halfman. You know what? I'll take that deal. Right, we got the ironsmith in Spokomania. We can get that working on some more tools. That's going to give us a whole lot of them, actually. Actually, so much that we don't even have the... Well, I suppose we could take the other toolsmith away now. We're still getting 12 per round there, so it's going to be more than enough. So what do we want to do with this, I guess, is the question. We could do a bit more butchery of sheep. I guess that's actually what we'll do. Oh, wait, no, we can't. It's going to start diminishing... Well, I mean, technically speaking, we can, but we probably shouldn't, because that's going to have an impact on the food there. I'll put it on sheep now, but yeah, that's going to be -2 there. Alternatively, we could try to... You know what, actually, we could just go ahead and settle that one into the town hall again. Or now, so we can get the Liberty Bell production even higher. So now we've got 41 in here, which isn't too bad. We do still need a bit more clay by the looks of it, but I suppose as the Liberty Desire, or support for independence grows, we do actually produce more and more clay as well. Which, yeah, that's already 12. We're actually getting, what, 15 total? I think 17, actually. Well, regardless, it's a lot. And what's the sheep number? I suppose that number isn't really going to grow. Unless we get another, like, a milkmaid or something, which we might actually turn the current student in here. It's going to be 2 rounds and we can turn that into... Yeah, the skilled milkmaid might actually be a good idea. It does mean that we'll have a whole lot of milk in here that we won't really know what to do with, really. Oh, we're running a bit low on flax over here. We've got a whole lot of hemp, though. Let's go ahead and switch this one to do the... Which one is it doing right now? Rope. Okay. Rope from hemp. There we go. We got plenty in there, so we can definitely afford using that. Oh, we got a honorable judge. Oh, there we go. That's now 11 law. Or whatever. Law is like plus 11, essentially. We should increase the amount of the founding father points that we generate, which is not bad. Also, we're getting 135 Liberty Bells per round in here. I mean, we've got 61% already, so the boost is quite significant. On basically everything. Oh, right, the trade wagon has arrived here. Let's go ahead and unload that. Do we have a lot of stone in here by chance? Not really. We don't have a lot of extra... I suppose what we do have is we needed some of the clay in... I think it was... I need to figure out where exactly it was, but I'll know hopefully soon enough. They may have been... No, I think it's actually the warehouse expansion over here that needs that. Let's head over there. And then can we purchase a bit of gold from you? Oh, yes, we can. Also go ahead and pick up some more gold from Oathsworn, which I believe we've got a bit more in there. Actually, no, we don't have right now. Never mind then. I guess we'll do a quick stop at the town we captured from the Danes. Ah, right, and the mushroom farm is now ready. We do have the collector's post already for the red pepper. I'm building a bit of a road through here to get a bit of easy access between Oathsworn and Port Halfman. We do still, of course, have a possibility for something over here, among other things, or over... Well, actually, we've got the lodge there. Are we using that? No, we're not using that for us yet. I don't think we need that much further, actually, in the end, so I'm going to go and build a sawmill up there. Ooh, and we got the clay pit in here. That's good. And we got the gold and a bit of farmland. We got some fishing. We do have the road going through. I suppose what we could do is we could start building the road back to at least the native town to upgrade that. And where are we? Right, the caravel's up here. What could we purchase over here? Oh, that's a lot of fur. Alright then. I'm going to buy a little bit of the rubber. I don't remember if I already visited in here, but we'll just go ahead and go there again. Alright, and we got the Brig of War. Right, can we can probably trade over here. What do you have? Cocoa leaves. Some peat. Coal. Furs. Now the furs, again, we've got 1,000 already, essentially, so we don't need to worry about that. The cocoa leaves we could probably purchase a little bit. Take your offer. And then I suppose what we could do is just Oh, right, the Russians are already in there. Let's go and visit the native town there. Oh, the galleon has... Hold on a minute. Well, first of all, the fishing boat has arrived. Let's go and unload the food from there. So Spokomania is actually going to get some more growth there. For the time being, let's go out and sail that one back. So the galleon, is there anything that I need to still... That's got a whole lot of resource there, but why is it... Was it going to pick up something from here? Oh, probably the milk, actually. Yeah, let's load up the milk. At least as much as we can, and maybe... Well, actually, no, we'll leave the coach there for now. We can probably go ahead and send this off to... Actually, I do wonder... I suppose Europe and Africa are going to be roughly the same value, so I'm just going to sail back to Europe. It's worth quite a bit of cargo, at least, that's for sure. Unless I was supposed to unload something in there. No, probably not. Right, let's get to the next round. Right, so we've got the granary in Unsung. Let's have a look at the situation in here otherwise. Oh, I forgot to send someone to deal with that, or recapture that slave. Now, we do have a fairly good winery already. We can get a little bit clay. I suppose we are getting stone. Yeah, we're getting quite a bit of stone, actually. We could get the city hall, or we could just, you know, pay for that, I suppose. That's also a possibility. Get the liberty, or support for independence a bit higher. Would be somewhat useful. There's, of course, also... If we could get a little bit clay, we could get the college somewhat easily. Speaking of which, okay, we've got 9 more rounds for that one to be educated. I suppose... yeah, we might want that, actually. Get a bit more education going on. I mean, most of these are already experts of something, one or the other, but there's still going to be some growth in here. On the other hand, I suppose, we don't need the bakery necessarily in here. The tailor's house is going to be somewhat wasted opportunity, quite frankly. The leather worker might not be completely wasted, actually, because we do have the wild bird feathers. Plus, actually, there's going to be a bit of production because of it. Oh, well, let's get that one then. Ah, right, 63 gold. That's worth quite a bit of money. Let's go and grab this one, and I guess we could sail it back to... I'm going to sail it back to the... Oh, actually, do I? Yeah, no. We'll sail it to the Western Bay. It's going to take a while to get there, mind you, but that's fine. Oh, and the cocoa planter is... yeah, there we go. Let's get that one back to work. That's 11 cocoa now per round. That's going to be a lot. And then did we get the quarry in here? Oh, right, that's the one that we're building. I mean, I suppose we could build another quarry up here. Mind you, it's not the worst idea. Although getting a mine wouldn't hurt either. I think we're actually going to get the quarry. We can get along the river there, we can get some extra iron. So let's go unload the... Let me just double check. Yeah, we do need clay. So we'll unload that. How much would it cost to get the warehouse expansion now? 2,000. I mean, it's not the worst. I think we'll do it. It's not directly going to increase our productions, but it's definitely going to help along the way. And then we got such a... Oh, actually. How about we go ahead and pick up some of the chicken in Taz, among other things. Deliver that over here to be perhaps sold back to Europe, or butchered. Right, speaking of which, we've got the slave bark back at Spike. Let's... actually, I don't want to grab all the rice there. So we're going to leave that be. We do have a lot of rope. We're getting 10 per round. That would actually be worth, what, 3,000? Minus 10% in Port Royal. It's a lot, nonetheless. If we're not building any ships currently, I think that's actually not a terrible thing. Then we've got some cocoa pods, but that's not really going to be all that valuable for us right now. Could sell some of the fur, but I think we're going to hold on to at least a little bit in there. we have a lot of cloth now? Well, actually not that much. We've got some cloth. We do have a bit of fruit brandy, which we are producing, although there's more demand than production. Also got quite a bit of pottery, which also there's quite a bit of demand. Okay, so those are slowly emptying. I guess we'll maybe take the coca leaves. And I think we will also go ahead and load up some cocoa pods at least. We also have a lot of cow hides, which we are converting into things a little bit. But that could still be worth a decent bit of money. Although perhaps we'll just wait that to be a full load. We'll take some of the feathers, for example. And then also could sell the barley, I guess. And sail back to Port Royal. Ah, we got a renowned medic now. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There we go. So Port Albertus is now very healthy. Plus, it's also growing fairly quickly. We've got 2 of these studying. One of them is going to graduate in 4 rounds. And actually, both of these... Okay, that's 24 rounds. That's going to take a little bit longer then. Oh, right, because it's got a reduction in the education. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. It probably started a lot later. But we can get a lot more fishing going in here, and that's going to be... so basically, Port Albertus is going to be providing us with a whole lot of colonists to the other towns. That's going to be very handy. Oh, and speaking of new colonists, Spokomania's got a new one. Now, I do wonder... Actually, let's get one to Huanville. And we did get the road upgrade in here, right? So I wanted to get the sawmill over here, didn't I? And we got a converted native that can join Port Hoffman. And we got the pioneer. Did we? No, we did not start working the road yet. But let's get to the well, at least up to there, I think. And the caravel. Let's see what can we purchase in here. Yeah, there's not really much of work in there, so I'm just gonna skip through there. Maybe we'll go ahead and pick up some more gold from our town there. Oh, Brian, we can talk with some Aztecs. Okay, they train expert sugar planters and are in need of colored wool cloth. Well, that's good to know, I suppose. Good to know. Let's get to the next town. And the fishing boat can start... Actually, can we build an improvement here? Oh, we can. Oh, we should have done that ages ago. Right, the caravel has arrived with a few more colonists. I don't suppose there's a whole lot of things to load up from here to sell. I mean, we've got quite a bit of wool, but it's not really increasing. We've got some colored wool, I suppose. So that is slowly increasing. We could probably take some of that back to the spike. Also getting quite a bit of wool cloth, but that's fine. I guess we'll take a little bit of milk. I mean, there's at least some demand finally for it. We do have quite a bit of peat as well, actually. I don't think we'll need it too much in there, but I suppose we could always sell to Port Royal or something. At least slightly, because that is still stockpiling quite a bit. Now, what do we have over here to load up for a boat? Not too much. I'm going to get some of the coats and, let's see, anything else that might be... Get some of the cheese. What I'm going to do is I'm going to deliver these to Port Albertus. I have a feeling that there might be some demand. Alright, we've got the Pearl Diver. I don't know if there's actually any ports that we have that would have use for that particular one. As such, at least. I suppose we could quickly check what are the stats of that. Like, what does it give boost otherwise? No, it's just the gems. Oh, gem on water in particular, okay. So not the most beneficial for us right now. But I suppose we could still... Actually, you know what? Let's send one to Taz. And then the Expert P and Clay Cutter. Did we... Hold on a minute. Taz, did you already have... We could get that one in there as well, actually. Yeah. We can get the clay, or extra clay in there. We've got the Trek now at Osborne. Let's go ahead and load up some more resources. What do we want? I suppose we could deliver some of the crepes away. We'll leave the... we'll take the cocoa pods for sure. And then maybe some of the red peppers. We've got a load of them. And I suppose we could pick up some of the fur. Right, well, in that case, let's take these back to Spike. Oh, right, and the Man of War has arrived to yet another town here. Oh, we've got a bit of hemp. Might as well purchase that. Not that expensive. What do the Danes have in here? West Indiaman. Oh. Right, they're not, I mean, it's not quite, you know, Royal Man of War or anything like that, but it's still decent. Oh, let's buy some peanuts. Any more natives? I suppose there is, of course, the bay over here, which we can go to check out how much we can purchase from those. And then we've got a bit of money. I suppose let's get the tavern over here Granville. And then, well, I suppose the City Hall in Kazoo Raptor wouldn't be too bad of an idea, but we don't have the money for that right now. So never mind. Never mind. Well, let's get to the next round then, shall we? Oh, bollocks, I forgot the slave to the north again. Like, we've got a cavalry in Forces of Jody, I believe, that could be sent in there, but I forgot about that again. Ah, it's Buckamania, we've got a graduate. Let's actually have a look at the settlement. So what do we want out of that? I suppose the milkmaid would be a possibility. It will cost us a little bit, we can then get some more sheep, which are... Oh, actually, we are getting... Oh, because the limited site is growing rapidly in there. I mean, that's good. Let me double check. What is the options here? So, butcher, herder, potter, milkmaid, weaver, carpenter, iron-smith, then there's a fisherman, seal hunter, rice farmer, and the lumberjack and Pete and Clay. I think I'm just going to take the milkmaid for now. We've got the warehouse expansion in Fort Dad, which we did pay for, admittedly. Oh, we're going to get the bigger Dyer's hut there. That's a possibility for sure. We need to get a bit more stone in here, but we'll probably start getting that from elsewhere soon enough. Could get the water mill, actually. How do we increase the food production over here? Probably quite a bit. Yeah, we'll get that underway. And the leatherworkers' house at Unsung is completed. Let's have a look at the things in here. Anything else that would give us a bit of a production? I mean, it's not necessarily going to be a whole lot. I suppose the distillery would help a little bit, but things that would give us passive income through the founding fathers that we have. Could also get the fur trader, although I don't think that's really going to help us right now. Suppose we could get the college. Or the wind, or rather the water mill. That would give us, well, it's only +2 food basically, because there's only 2 towns that are producing food right now. Of course, getting the hospital, we might need that soon enough. We'll start with the water mill. We won't have the stuff for that quite yet. We'll get working on that. Alright, and we got the tavern. Let's go get the village market. Okay, is it tanners? Tannery start giving stuff? That's not necessarily a bad idea, actually. Let's have a look at the big picture. What would be the next one? Ooh. Eli Whitney would be pretty good as well for cotton and cloth production. But at the same time, that would give us a lot of the... Yeah, I think we are actually going to take that one. Yes, I will take it. Oh, and we got more furs into Port Hoffman. Oh, 250 furs already today. That's a decent bit. I don't think we want to purchase more. Right, so the milkmaid can... Actually, before I forget, let's go ahead and pick up the... Well, we don't have a... Well, I suppose we do still have a soldier, nonetheless, that we can send in here. We'll also need to go and deal with that. It's just sitting still there. Alright, so we've got the butcher... We can't squeeze that into the butchery up here, unfortunately. So we could actually send this off to Taz to increase the food production there. The tannery... I suppose we do have a bit of a need for that. Do we have... Hold on a minute. Where is the tannery on the list here? Oh, that is a tannery, actually. We've got a leather worker in there. Oh. Right, we get the tanner over there, and the leather worker... Oh, right, we'll use the cowhide. And then maybe... Do we have the... I don't think we actually have the leather workers yet, do we? No, we don't. Okay, never mind. Oh, we need to get that, though, because we can then start making the coats. The light leather coats, that is. I think... Hold on a minute, let me double check that. Right, that uses cowhides. And then the down. As in the feathers. Alright, that, we've got 63% support for independence already. It has been growing quite a bit. We do also have another 3 colonists in here, apparently. What do we want to train that to? I think at this point, just the regular colonists, we should try to train them into something if we can. It's not always a possibility, mind you. Oh wow, we got a lot of tools in here as well. I suppose we do need to start divvying that up into other towns, so it's probably going to be just fine. What would be the biggest amount of production that we get in here? I suppose we could always put this into the train oil facility, so we can start getting a rather valuable items in here. The price has dropped a little bit, but there's still a huge demand for it. And of course, we've got a massive amount of whale fat that we do need to work through. On the other hand, what's the other option over here for the household goods? I don't remember what that requires. Ah, right, it's, yeah, no, we can't actually do that one. Let's switch it to something else. We could get another statesman, but at this point I'm thinking perhaps we should just turn you into a student. You'll graduate in 10 rounds. I mean, that's not too bad. I think we can work with that. Right, we got the 3 colonists in Spokomania again. And we did get the milkmaid in there, so let's get that first to work on the sheep. So we'll now get 11 per round, so we could probably turn this into a butcher. Just a sheep butcher, I suppose we'll do. Oh, I think what we can do here is we can bring in, for example, some of the chicken from Taz into here, and then we can start butchering those for extra food. That's actually not a terrible idea. Speak of the devil, we got the wagon there right now. So we'll pick up some of the chicken. Not necessarily going to pick up too much at a time, but that's a full load at least. Got a lot of feathers. We do have quite a bit of... Actually, we don't have that much clay right now, but we will be starting to produce some extra. On the other hand, I think over there we don't need the clay as much as we need the stone, but we don't produce the stone in here, so never mind, we're not going to touch that one then. What else do we want from here? We've still got provisions, we've got a little bit in there. I guess we'll just take some of the feathers. Do that in here. And then let's have a look at the situation. So, Town in the Hills, there's a lot of gemstones there, among a few other things. So we'll go and load up some things there. The Pearl Diver has arrived. So we are getting the Butcher in here already, so we'll keep that in mind. But I suppose we need... Oh, we just need a tiny bit more tools, actually. Well, that is probably underway soon enough. I'm not too worried about that. We could get the... Well, first of all, the clay cutter is just going to get into work there. I guess the Pearl Diver could work on the... Oh, no, you can't work. Never mind. English speaker, we can just clear your specialty, first of all. And then... Actually, what we need to do is we need to take off the... I guess we'll take off the blacksmith for a moment. And this one's going to start working as a butcher for the chicken. To get more food. And then this one can return back to toolsmithing. So we'll get the blacksmith shop. Well, I suppose eventually. It's still going to take a while. Right, and... Oh, right, we had some growth in Unsung. Excellent. What do we actually want to do with this one? Or rather, I suppose the question is... Well, wine would be one option. We do not get clay in here. Tools, we are making some, but clearly not enough. Although we've got plenty of iron production, so we could potentially just get another blacksmith there for a little while. I think we're actually going to clear the specialty of the sailmaker in here. We could potentially send that back to... Or could have sent that back to Spike, but... At this point, it's better to just have it learn a profession up here, I think. Ooh, right, actually, we kind of do need some more health in here. It's not too bad yet, but we'll need that soon enough. But I think we're just going to go ahead and start producing a bit of wine in the meanwhile. That's going to be, well, +7 actually. There's a demand for 2 already, so that's not too shabby. Right, we've got the colonists arrived in Juanville. That's just going to get to work there. And we've got another colonist, Port Albertus. How are we looking on the... Right, Mastani doesn't have any growth right now. I'm guessing the productions over here are still pretty good. Oh, hold on, what was that? Oh. What Catman knows, there's an unfree colonist somewhere. Don't know how far I escaped, though. I have no idea. It could be that it got already destroyed by the Dutch or something. Let's double check. We've still got a whole lot of pigs in here. We are getting the new butchery soon enough. We could potentially get a roaster over here to start working through some of the cocoa pods. Or start getting some more coats. I mean, we've got such a huge amount of fur in here. But we don't really have a lot of demand for it. Actually, let's have a look at the... is it in the governor? Domestic market. Demand... What do we need? We need some clothing. We do need some roasted coffee. And some cheese. So we need to bring in some cheese in here then. There's a yerba mate, some cloth. Some wool cloth. And then there's a whole lot of other things, I suppose. Oh, is that? That's salt. Ah, right, yeah, no, we don't have access to salt yet. Not reliably, anyway. They need a bit of beer and all sort of drinks, really. So that's another thing that we need to get in here, distillery. Yeah, so this current one, I suppose, technically speaking, we could turn into a fisherman for a little while to increase the pop growth even further. briefly, but I think at this point we just need to get some more good productions in here, so what would be the best? Nothing's really that great. Perhaps we should have a look at, for example, Fort Dad over here. There is plenty of food in here. We could get another one working on making some more coats. I'm getting 14 already, but I suppose that would be an extra 6 in there, so that would be probably about 20 at least or more. Alternatively, right, we got some goat. Oh, right, yeah, we're getting some of the cheese already made in there. We need to get a bit more tools up there. Let me just double check the... So Mastani is having some food issues right now. Is that one... Right, we could do hunting up there, actually. That would give us a decent bit of food. It's also going to give us a lot of furs, which we might not really want. But I think we're going to send this to Mastani. That's going to get to 10 hops in there. And we've got the galleon arrived here. Let's go ahead and load us with more gold. That's a whole lot of it, actually. Alright, let's go ahead and send this off to... It's over 3,000, right? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, so let's get that to Europe. And they've got the Man of War over here. What's that one? Oh, that's the guns. Oh, right, the Brigantine. Hold on a minute. We wanted to sell these in one of the towns. Was it in here? It is in there. Okay, there we go. So that's going there. Let's go ahead and... Did we talk through that already? Oh, we can go and trade with them again if we did. Oh, clay. Sure. We'll have some more grapes as well. There we go. That's a bit more trade. And let's go ahead and talk through the one over here as well. We might be able to get some cotton over there. Or vanilla, actually. Ooh. That'd be tempting. We do have a decent advantage in terms of points right now, but I do also realise that we are over time with this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and next time, bye-bye.